Respected friends, welcome, salutations, gratitudes, wishes, and prayers that these classes add to the wisdom and clarity regarding our goal of life and means and preparations. Our 11 Vyaktitvas, let us remember once and see that they are strengthened, deep rooted day by day with our conscious effort through Swadharma doing Loka Seva, Sanatana Dharma Seva, Vairagya, Bhaktatva, Shishyatva, Jignasutva, Mumukshutva, 7, Shrotrutva, Sadhakatva, 9, Parishrami and Preranotsaha 11 of our identities. Who blesses us in all this? Shruti Mata through Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa when we study them. Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, Swaguru and Acharyas, when we are in tune with them and do sadhana what they say, then all inner and outer Adhisthana Devatas, when we remember them, do Upasana offerings to them. Adi Parashakti Mata, when we do her Upasana and pray to her. Ishvara, Parameshwara, Sarveshwara, Jagadeshwara, when we really recognize His power and presence and surrender to Him, we are blessed. Then we are blessed by the Parabrahma Tattva when we do the Nirantara Anusandhana that I am that. So these are the things. Many a times we have elaborately told about these topics. So once in 2 or 3 days, we just remind ourselves as these things. Now, great text, Sri Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayam. We have taken up for Adhyanam 32,000 slokas, teachings of Vaashishtha to Rama. Before that, Sri Rama's Vairagya Sthiti. He himself explains on asking. So that first Vairagya Prakaranam we are doing Adhyanam. 22nd Sarga JARA JUGUPSA VARNANAM we will conclude today to the Parayana of the 26th Sarga, which talks about Kala Apavada, the terrible mercilessness of the Kala, how we have to be careful about it. But before that, before our Sankalpa and all, today is the most divine, auspicious day, that is Sri Ramanavami. So from morning onwards, we are in Sri Rama Upasana, Puja, Sri Rama Darshana. In Ayodhya, we have seen at 12 o'clock exactly that Surya Kanti on the forehead of Bhagavan Rama, indicating the Rama Janmotsava. Surya Abhisheka, lot of names are given. How beautiful it was. We have seen it, we have enjoyed it. So now also, just a 2-3 minutes talk. Anyway, we are in Rama Katha Smarana from last 1500 days without break every day. The day when Sri Ram Mandira Shankustapana happened on August 5, 2020, we started studying Valmiki Ramayana. It took around 5 to 600 or even more days for us to complete. The very next day, we took up, chanted the entire Tulsi Ramayana. That very next day, Tulsi Ramayana, we took up the Adhyatma Ramayana Adhyanam, did it for 555 days. On 22nd Jan 2020, 87 days back, that got over. On that very day, we took up our this Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana Adhyanam. So our Rama Smarana is going on without break. We have concluded our Bhagavat Mahapurana, isn't it, in between. Then other hundreds of stotras, chanting, satsangas we were going on doing. Uh, so much we have to do to purify our heart, understand the subject matter of Paramatma as a goal and means. So it's taking time. It will take maybe 10, 20, 30 more lives. We have to spend like this. Never mind, we are ready for it. Anyway, so our thing is what? Celebrate Ramanami through Upasana in the house with the family members by attending the function in the temple. At the entire society together also should do the Rama Upasana. In fact, my request to the government is Ramanavami National Festival, Sri Rama National Adarsha Purusha, then Bhagavad Gita National Shastra, करके नेशनल लेवल, स्टेट लेवल, डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल, जस्ट लाइक 15 अगस्त 26 जन करते हैं, श्री रामनवमी करना चाहिए. Every festival for that matter. So celebrate it with pomp and posh. That's one thing. Second is what? Greet everyone. Jai Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Ram Ram, and whatever the way. Then do Ramanama Smarana, Rama Bhajana, Rama Kirtana, Rama Stotra, Rama Katha Shravana, Rama Rupa Darshana, Rama Prarthana, ityadi. Whole day should be with full faith. Done. Then Sri Rama should be understood as these 5 things. Just now we saw. Sri Rama is Parabrahma Tattva. Sri Rama is the Ishvara, Srishti Sthiti Laya Karaka. Sri Rama is Sriman Narayana Vishnu Murti himself. Sri Rama himself as Rama Avatara. And Sri Rama, fifth thing, as a Manushya he came and showed us the marga, how the Manushas have to be lived with Dharma at every cost and price, so that his life's mission is fulfilled, his presence becomes an asset to the world. In this way, Pancharupena Sri Rama Mahima we have to recognize. And these glories of Rama are known to us not just by seeing 1 or 2 movies on Rama or 1 or 2 kirtanas heard, 1 or 2 lectures. It's a very, very grossest they are. I request you to never get satisfied with them. Then, as we have done, spend those 2 3 years of time, properly study the Rama Sambandhi, all these 4 shastras thoroughly by underlining the important topics, noting the important points. First, study Valmiki Ramayana, in which Sri Rama, his dharmika jivana, fulfilling the dharma, is highlighted mainly along with Sri Rama Katha. Study thoroughly, then you will know how he fulfilled his putra dharma, pati dharma, bhratru dharma, mitra dharma, pita dharma, shatru dharma, raja dharma, everything. Clear? Shishya dharma to his gurus, all of that. Excellent it is. Then study definitely the, uh, if you are familiar with Sri Tulasidasa Virajita Sri Ramacharita Manasa. There also, along with Rama Katha, Rama Bhakti, Rama Anugraha are highlighted more in the text, along with values, Jnana, Dharma. They are also taught. One has to study that also. Then definitely study the Adhyatma Ramayanam, where Sri Rama is shown as the Sakshat Parabrahma Tattva himself, because in which in that text are many, many hundred of minimum stotras by the rishis, the munis, the devatas. Everyone comes praising Rama to be Sakshat Parabrahma Tattva. Perfect text. Valmiki Ramayana has 32,000 shlok. Tulsi Ramayana has around 3,200 or around that. Chaupai, Doha, Chorata, Chanda and all of that. Adhyat Ramayana 4,200 hai. Study it. We have done it. It is available. You can listen. Then must study Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, which we are doing in 32,000 shlokas. Rama as a sadhaka, is shown to us. In that, the first prakarana Vairagya, Viveka Vairagya. Second, third, fourth prakaranas, even fifth, talk about the preparation. First Vairagya हो गया, second Mumukshutta हो गया. Then Shamadamadi are taught in the third, fourth, fifth prakarana. When we are thorough in that, then the Tattva Jnanam is given in the Nirvana prakarana. तो वैराग्य प्रकरण मुमुक्ष व्यवहार प्रकरण उत्पत्ति प्रकरण स्थिति प्रकरण उपशम प्रकरण and finally the nirvana jnana kanda. Everywhere is jnanam, not there. So study these shastras and know Rama. Then develop Rama Bhakti Sharanagati. Then while trying to live like Rama with full dharma, worship Rama to get his anugraha for that moksha prapti. This is how every Indian Hindu Sanatana Dharmi do it and make the whole Bharata Mata Ramamaya. हर बाला देवी की प्रतिमा बच्चा बच्चा राम है. Every child, every person should be like Rama only they should live. So great auspicious day. 10 minutes we'll spend no more in doing Sri Rama Stotra and maybe one Stotra. Something we'll do Parayana. Om Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. ध्यायामि आवाहयामि आसनं समर्पयामि पाद्यर्घ्याचमनीयान् समर्पयामि शुद्धोदक क्षीरोदक पञ्चामृत क्षीरोदक शुद्धोदक स्नानाभिषेकान् समर्पयामि वस्त्रयुगं समर्पयामि उपवीतं दिव्यपरिमलगन्धान् हरिद्रा कुङ्कुमम् अक्षतान् अलङ्कारान् आभरणान् पुष्पमालां समर्पयामि. ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. अष्टोत्तरशतनामैः पुष्पैः मानसिक पूजां समर्पयामि. ओमत श्रीरामाष्टोत्तरशतनामावलिः. ओम श्रीरामाय नमः. ओम रामभद्राय नमः. ओम रामचंद्राय नमः. ओम शाश्वताय नमः. ओम राजीवलोचनाय नमः. ओम श्रीमते नमः. ओम राजेन्द्राय नमः. ओम रघुपुंगवाय नमः. ओम जानकीवल्लभाय नमः. ओम जैत्राय नमः. ओम जितामित्राय नमः. ओम जनार्दनाय नमः. ओम विश्वामित्रप्रियाय नमः. ओम दान्ताय नमः. ओम शरणत्राणतत्पराय नमः. ओम वालिप्रमथनाय नमः. ओम वाग्मिने नमः. ओम सत्यवाचे नमः. ओम सत्यविक्रमाय नमः. ओम सत्यव्रताय नमः. ओम व्रतधराय नमः. ओम सदानवदाश्रिताय नमः. ओम कौसलेयाय नमः. ओम खरध्वंसिने नमः. ओम विराधवधपण्डिताय नमः. ओम विभीषणपरित्रात्रे नमः. ओम हरकोदण्डखण्डनाय नमः. ओम सप्तताडप्रभेत्रे नमः. ओम दशग्रीवशिरोहराय नमः. ओम जामदग्न्यमहादर्पदलनाय नमः. ओम ताटकान्तकाय नमः. ओम वेदान्तसाराय नमः. ओम वेदात्मने नमः. ओम भवरोगस्य भेषजाय नमः. ओम दूषणत्रिशिरोहन्त्रे नमः. ओम त्रिमूर्तये नमः. ओम त्रिगुणात्मकाय नमः. ओम त्रिविक्रमाय नमः. ओम त्रिलोकात्मने नमः. ओम पुण्यचारित्रकीर्तनाय नमः. ओम त्रिलोकरक्षकाय नमः. ओम धन्विने नमः. ओम दंडकारण्यकर्तनाय नमः. ओम अहल्याशापशमनाय नमः. ओम पितृभक्ताय नमः. ओम वरप्रदाय नमः. ओम जितेन्द्रियाय नमः. ओम जितक्रोधाय नमः. ओम जितामित्राय नमः. ओम जगद्गुरवे नमः. ओम वृक्षवानरसंघातिने नमः. ओम चित्रकूटसमाश्रयाय नमः. ओम जयन्तत्राणवरदाय नमः. ओम सुमित्रापुत्रसेविताय नमः. ओम सर्वदेवादिदेवाय नमः. ओम मृतवानरजीवनाय नमः. ओम मायामारीचहन्त्रे नमः. ओम महादेवाय नमः. ओम महाभुजाय नमः. ओम सर्वदेवस्तुताय नमः. ओम सौम्याय नमः. ओम ब्रह्मण्याय नमः. ओम मुनिसंस्तुताय नमः. ओम महायोगिने नमः. ओम महोदाराय नमः. ओम सुग्रीवेप्सितराज्यदाय नमः. ओम सर्वपुण्य अधिक फलाय नमः. ओम स्मृत सर्व अघनाशनाय नमः. ओम आदिपुरुषाय नमः. ओम परमपुरुषाय नमः. ओम महापुरुषाय नमः. ओम पुण्योदयाय नमः. ओम दयासाराय नमः. ओम पुराणपुरुषोत्तमाय नमः. ओम स्मितवक्त्राय नमः. ओम मितभाषिणे नमः. ओम पूर्वभाषिणे नमः. ओम राघवाय नमः. ओम अनन्तगुणगम्भीराय नमः. ओम धीर उदात्त गुणोत्तमाय नमः. ओम मायामानुषचारित्राय नमः. ओम महादेवादिपूजिताय नमः. ओम सेतुकृते नमः. ओम जितवाराशये नमः. ओम सर्वतीर्थमयाय नमः. ओम हरये नमः. ओम श्यामांगाय नमः. ओम सुंदराय नमः. ओम शूराय नमः. ओम पीतवाससे नमः. ओम धनुर्धराय नमः. ओम सर्वयज्ञाधिपाय नमः. ओम यज्वने नमः. ओम जरावरणवर्जिताय नमः. ओम विभीषणप्रतिष्ठात्रे नमः. ओम सर्वावगुणवर्जिताय नमः. ओम परमात्मने नमः. ओम परब्रह्मणे नमः. ओम सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहाय नमः. ओम परस्मै ज्योतिषे नमः. ओम परस्मै धाम्ने नमः. ओम पराकाशाय नमः. ओम परात्पराय नमः, ओम परेशाय नमः, ओम पारगाय नमः, ओम पाराय नमः, ओम सर्वदेवात्मकाय नमः, ओम परस्मै नमः, ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। पुष्पै पूजयामि, धूपदीपान् समर्पयामि, नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि, ताम्बूलं समर्पयामि, मंगल नीराजनं दर्शयामि, ओम स्तोत्रं समर्पयामि। What stotram? ओम अथ श्रीरामचंद्र अष्टकम्। ओम सुग्रीवमित्रं परमं पवित्रं सीताकळत्रं नवमेघगात्रं कारुण्यपात्रं शतपत्रनेत्रं श्रीरामचन्द्रं सततं नमामि। संसारसारं निगमप्रचारं धर्मावतारं हृतभूमिभारं सदा विकारं सुखसिन्धुसारं श्रीरामचन्द्रं सततं नमामि। लक्ष्मीविलासं जगतां निवासं लङ्काविनाशं भुवनप्रकाशं भूदेववासं शरदिन्दुहासं श्रीरामचन्द्रं सततं नमामि। मन्दारमूलं वसनेरसालं गुणैर्विशालं हतसप्तताडं क्रव्यादकालं सुरलोकपालं श्रीरामचन्द्रं सततं नमामि। वेदान्तज्ञानं सकलैः समानं भक्ताभिमानं त्रिदशप्रधानं गजेन्द्रपालं विगतावसानं श्रीरामचन्द्रं सततं नमामि। श्यामाभिरामं नयनाभिरामं सुगुणाभिरामं वचनाभिरामं विश्वप्रणामं कृतभक्तकामं श्रीरामचन्द्रं सततं नमामि। लीलाशरीरं रणरङ्गधीरं विश्वैकसारं रघुवंशहारं गम्भीरनादं जितसर्ववादं श्रीरामचन्द्रं सततं नमामि। करे कृतान्तं स्वजने विनीतं सामोपगीतं मनसा प्रतीतं रागेण गीतं वचनादतीतं श्रीरामचन्द्रं सततं नमामि। श्रीरामचन्द्रं सततं नमामि। श्रीरामचन्द्रं सततं नमामि। ओमापदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। आर्तानामार्तिहन्तारं भीतानां भीतिनाशनं दिशतां कालदण्डन्तं रामचन्द्रं नमाम्यहम्। सन्नद्धः कवची खड्गी चापबाणधरो युवा गच्छन्ममाग्रतो नित्यं रामः पातु स लक्ष्मणः। नमः कोदण्डहस्ताय सन्धिकृतशराय च खण्डिताखिलदैत्याय रामायापन्निवारणे रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। अग्रतः पृष्ठतश्चैव पार्श्वतश्च महाबलौ आकर्णपूर्णधन्वानौ रक्षेतां रामलक्ष्मणौ रक्षेतां रामलक्ष्मणौ। ॐ श्रीराम जय जय राम, श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम. We'll do anyway it towards the end. Enough. Now let us do our Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana Adhyanam Sankalpa Prarthana Ityadi. Om 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 Sahanavavadu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याता सर्वसत्शास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ओम आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने। नमोऽस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै। नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यः नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। ॐ कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखा वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलं। वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिम्। ॐ तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षोर्जनमनवरदं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्य अन्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरविकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परं ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्तियोग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्रीरामचंद्र परम ब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणेव मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः सम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत्परम्परायाः भक्तिज्ञानयोगादिमोक्षमार्गाणां पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगतिशान्तिकल्याणयुगता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्मसंस्थापने कङ्कणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानाम् आचार्याणां गुरूणां श्रेयभिलाषिणां भक्तशिष्यसाधकसेवकोपासकानाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्णायुरारोग्यैश्वर्यक्षेमस्थैर्यधैर्यवीर्यादि शक्तिसम्पदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्री राम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयानां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु सदा सर्वदा साधना शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञादीनां द्वारा समस्त विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रचारेण विश्व संरक्षण पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरे ये शत्रवः तेषां सर्वेषां समूलनिर्मूलनार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नमध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं विश्वकल्याणार्थं सनातनधर्मार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओं श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं प्रथम प्रकरणं वैराग्य प्रकरणं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं दृष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति श्रीकराय यस्मादानन्दस्याम्बरे अवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तस्य मे विभुः यो विभात्यो भासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओं श्रीरामचन्द्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ द्वाविंशः सर्गः जराजुगुप्सा वर्णनम्. Friends, we have seen up to the 32 shlokas. 31, 32 we'll again see. 38 tak hai. 7, 8 of them in 15 minutes we do and go for the chanting of next sarga. In the 31, what he said is न जिताः शत्रुभिः सङ्ख्ये प्रविष्टा येद्रिकोटरे ते जराजीर्णराक्षस्या पश्याशु विजिता मुने. Some great people fought with the enemy, did not get defeated. They somehow escaped and saved themselves and went and have hidden in the Kotara of the Adri. In the mountainous the caves they went and they saved from so many enemies themselves. But then they could not be saved from this Jara named Rakshasi, even if she, when he was in that Adrikotara. Jara Jirna Rakshasya Pasya Ashu Vijita Mune. Means what? We, every of the Shatrus we may escape and hide somewhere. But this Jara named Rakshasi, from that we cannot escape. She will definitely defeat us only. She will come, attack us, and slowly take us towards the last lap of the life. So you can't escape it, so accept it, then gracefully live it. Time of departure comes, accept it with the full enthusiasm to take up new Sharira with new surroundings again to continue the same life of Dharma, life of Bhakti, life of Yoga, life of Jnana, which we have lived in this life, and the life of Seva. करते करते in few lives total antakarana shuddhi. What is the shuddha antakarana? Where the moha got reduced. Then we are able to think, understand what exactly should be the goal of life. Therefore, what should be the sadhana also for it. ये है अंतकरण शुद्धि का फायदा. With that, we will be able to really do the internal sadhanas to reach the divine experience and get moksha. That is what is one shloka. Another one is Jara Tushara Valite Sharira Sadana Antare Shaknuvanti Akshashishavaha Spanditum Namanagape. So, when the fog of old age enters the house of the body, the children of Indriyas Ityadi stop their movements or functioning. They get stiffened only. In the Sardiya mein, because of the terrible fog and cold, we don't feel like moving from one place. Jakad jate hain ek jagah. So too, the Indriyas named children get stiffened when the Jara named smoke or sorry, fog that enters into our Sharira. So we all know each of the Indriyas get reduced in their agilities, abilities, capacities to function. So why do you love that human sharira, which is definitely going to have this old age in which this plight, this dukkha we are going to suffer. So just somehow feel that let me live the life beyond the sharira as an Atman Brahman. This is one thing. Second is at the practical level, accept these things that happen and stay there as witness. Third is what? When it is inevitable that the Indriya Shishus are going to become stiffened and non functional when the Jara named fog enters the body, much before that only, just the Indriya Antakarana Shishus, let them do what they are supposed to do. Old age is the age of backup. You can't do any sadhana. Sadhana should be done much before. Like a wise people, they keep the last day only for packing up. Before that, the 9-10 days, they do the outing, traveling, sightseeing, etc. Not at the time of packing, they go for travel. You can't do anything. जब जकड़ जाते हैं तो कैसा होगा? पहले ही सब करके फाइनल जस्ट राम भगवान नाम and if possible the tattva chintana. Only these two should be there when we are becoming older more and more. All Shastra Dhyanas, Upasanas, Tirtha Yatras, Guru Sevas, Japa, सारे पहले ही करके रखना है. When we are active, agile, etc. Shastra Adhyana Adhyapana, all these are good comparison की नहीं कि शक्नुवन्ति अशिक्ष अक्षशिशवः स्पन्दितुं न मनागपि स्पन्दितुं. They don't respond. Akshashishavaha as Jara fog comes inside. Here all of that. The ears can't listen, mouth starts trembling in its talk, body also shivers, eyes to anyway long way gone. Then the inner physiological functions also. Only liquid diet allowed. Solid is not digestible now. Legs can't walk properly. Hands tremble, you can't do any work. पहले भी कुछ करते नहीं थे वैसे तो. Understood? Old age plight. Haha, Uchvasa, Nishvasa, not proper energy levels reduced. Okay, next, after this visa, now 33 onwards. Dandat Tritiya Padena Praskalanti Muhur Muhu Kasadho Vayumuraja Jara Yoshit Pranushyati. Here, the old age is compared with the Yoshit. She is dancing. How? Dandat Tritiya Padena. Taking one stick as the third leg because दोनों पाँव से चल नहीं पाते. This is what Buddha asked. Which is that animal which is walking with three legs? First time when he saw an old man. Here is not animal, human being only, is very old. He can't walk now, needs the support of the danda. Then he asks, is everybody going to become old? Yeah. Am I also going to become old? Yeah. One third of Vairagya he got. Then he sees person with full diseases. What is this suffering? Disease. सबको आता है क्या? Yeah. मेरे को भी? हाँ. Then two third. Then some dead body being carried. What is that? मर गया. सब मरते हैं क्या? Yeah. मैं मरता हूँ क्या? Yes. Then total Vairagya went and said for the Tattva Jnana. Uddhava Maharaj. So, त्रिदंड तीसरा दंड दंड तृतीय पादेन द स्टिक एज द थर्ड लेग प्रस्खलंती स्लिप करते हुए मुहुर्मुहु अगेन एंड अगेन स्लिपरी स्लिपिंग कासाधो वायु मुरजा दिस ओल्ड इज नेम्ड युवती जोशित इन हर नृत्य द थर्ड लेग इज the danda is the third leg and slipping again and again. Still she is trying to dance. And anytime dance is there for some music. Music अनुसार ही नाचते चाहे बाहर हो या मन में हो. The music is कासा दो वायु. तो कासा and adho vayu. So the khasi and that sounds coming when we inhale and exhale, those funny sounds are the muraja, means the tabla peti hai to which this three-legged Jara Yuvati is dancing and again praskalati, sleeping. You know the typical picture of the old man with a stick. You know. Angam galitam palitam mundam dashana vihinam jatam tundam वृद्धो याति गृहीत्वा दंडम तदमे नमुंचति आशा पिंडम. Shankar Bhagwan in Bhajagovinda very wonderfully writes there. So this is how the old age. Be prepared for all that. Or as I said yesterday, my prayer, much before that comes, pack up and get again somewhere birth, continue sadhana. Before your birth, any other shariras given, go through it. प्रारब्ध के अनुसार पाप पुण्य के अनुसार उत्तम अधम लोक शरीर कुछ भी होते हैं. हाँ, some people died within a few months only they get sharira, few days, human days, months. कोई instantaneously ready. Some have to wait for 100 years. Within that, so many other shariras they go through. Then get the manushya sharira. कोई कोई तो 1000 साल वेट करना पड़ता है. That depends on number of karmas done, good bad. Now next one, Sloka 34. Samsara samsruterasya gandhakutyam kshirogata dehayashtyam jara namni chamara shri virajate. So, samsara samsrutehe asya gandhakutyam shirogata dehayashtyam jara namni chamara shri virajate. So, the king is there. He has got the makeup room, and then in that makeup room, while makeup is happening, there are white fans that are fanned so that it doesn't get that sweat, etc. That is the example. In the same way, uh, 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 the jiva who is there in the deha gruha, where the variety of Vishaya Upahogas which he is trying to involve in this old age named Chamara, that white span is fanned. So in the Sharira, when we are going for variety of the Sukha Bhogas, that is called as makeup room. शरीर में रहकर सुख भोग पाना ही राजा अपने मेकअप रूम में रहकर अलंकार वगैरह करना. And in that, Chamarashri Virajate, the Chamarashri is this white, means the white head with hair, white one, pale body is above. We have seen earlier also, compared with the Shweta Chatram or Chamaram. Chatra is ऊपर होता है, Chamara side पे जो फैनिंग करते हैं. Now comes now 4 more shlokas only. Jara Chandrodaya Sithe Sharira Nagare Sthite Kshanadvikasamayati Mune Marana Kairavam. So the Kairava Pushpa just waits for the moonlight to come. The moment the white moonlight comes, it gets blossomed. Like the lotus gets blossomed, sunlight comes. You know, these three flowers you must enjoy really watching them. This Kairava Pushpa, which blossoms with moonlight, Kamala, when blossoms sunlight, there's another sunflower that as the sun is going from one direction to other, that flower gets that direction only, takes that mold, that direction. It's so beautiful, no? That sunflower wala. I used to enjoy, on a year or so I was somewhere. So I had to go for some work and all en route for kilometers, for many acres. This mm, sunflower fields were there. तो morning while going I used to see them. सन जहाँ है उस तरफ उनका ऑल द फ्लावर्स इतने छोटे से लेकर इतना 2 हथेली बड़ा में फ्लावर होते थे. क्यूट टू सी. Evening once work is done, come back, all of them are in the western direction toward the sun. मजा आता था देख कर. तीनों फूलों को देख लो. एवरी फूल इज ब्यूटीफुल. इंग्लिश नहीं हिंदी वाला. नेक्स्ट सो जरा चंद्र उदय सिते. नाउ देखो when the white moon of old days named Chandrama, when he gets the Udaya, means moon rise when it happens. Jara Chandrodaya Site. Jara named Chandrodaya, old age comes. Sharira Nagare Sthite. Then in the Sharira Nagara, Kshanad Vikasamaya, in a moment only, gets blossomed. What? Mune, he is telling the Mune, Marana Kairavam. The death named, that flower is the one which gets blossomed when in the Sharira Nagara, that Jara named Chandra Udaya happens. Is very clear about it. Sri Rama. So that is what it. That's a process, and that's a good, as we just know some 5 minutes back, a hint given by the Lord. Now time for thanking everyone, asking for forgiveness, and then establishing in Bhagavad Smarana. That great shloka of Gita Antakale Chamameva Smaran Mukta Kalevara Viprayati Sa Madbhavam Yati Nasti Atra Samshayaha. So this is how the Jara Avastha Jugupsa. Then comes Jara Sudhale Pasite Shariranta Purantare Ashaktirartira Pacha Tishtanti Sukhamangana. So Jara Sudhale Pasite Shariranta Purantare. So Sharira is Antapura. Ranivas जो कहते हैं. And that is Jara Sudha Lepasite, beautifully whitewashed and painted, etc. What is the whitewashing and painting to that Sharira named Antapura is the Jara. So Jara Sudha. So that means the Safedi. Safedi is that whitewash. Jara नामक सुधा से लेप करने के कारण श्वेत वर्ण में दिखने वाला शरीर अंतःपुर अंतरे शरीरी अंतःपुर inside that Anganaha Sukham Tishtanti. Like in the Antapura, the Anganas, the women folk, very comfortably enjoy. So in the Sharira named Antapura also, which is whitewashed, means you have to understand. Very neatly, cleanly maintained Antapura in all aspects. Like the Anganas stay in the body of Antapura when the old age named whitewash is done. Who are the Anganas? Who comfortably stay there are the three of them. One Ashakti, second Arti, third Apat. Ashakti means all the Shaktis of all faculties are gone. Then Arti means the Sharira Roga Arti, then the Mano Dukkha Arti. Then the third one is Apat. This apat from the Sanskrit word only, the afat, the Urdu word they have taken. क्या आफत पड़ी है बोलते. The afat is the mrityu only apat, final. So this Ashakti, Arti, Apada, Rupi, these three are the Anganas. They comfortably stay in the Antapura of the Sharira, which is whitewashed by this Jara named Safedi. Sri Rama is seeing all that. Is kya kya comparison examples there are wonderful. Jara Sudha Lepasite, Sharira Antapura Antare, Ashakti hi, Arti hi, Apatsha, Sukham Tishtante Anganaha. These are the anganas, they stay comfortable. Means in a sarcastic way he said, but to say that you can't avoid arti, then ashakti hai apata when we are. The apata is any type of slip हो सकते हैं, गाड़ी से गिर सकते हैं, मूर्छित हो सकते हैं, all of that. Finally, leaving the body is the final apada. Now we are left with only two more shlokas. Shloka 37. Abhavogresari yatra jara jayati jantushu kastatreha samashvasaha mama mandamater mune. So, abhavaha agresari yatra jara jayati jantushu. So, in all the beings, the jara gets victorious by making abhava, making the shariras extinct or disappear. Of this body, kaha tatra samashvasaha. How can one have the faith? Mama mandamatehe mune. So I am a mandamati. This is what I have thought of. That the body will definitely die because the old age disappears. Then how can we have the trust on this sharira and the old age? This is what is my mandabuddhi thought and understood. Am I right or not? Am I guru? You have to say. इतना तक मैं सोच पाया हूँ. इससे आगे और कुछ है तो आप बताओ. अभाव अग्रेसरी यत्र जरा जयति जंतुषु. अभाव को सामने रखकर जरा अटैक करके सारे जंतुओं को हरा देती है. का तत्र समाश्वास of that old age as well as the body. How can there be any assurance of any sort? How can one trust it? This is what is the feeling in me. The Mandamati, O Guru, Hey Mune, please tell. Therefore, the last shloka is Kim tena durjivita durgrahena jaragatena mihi jivyate yatu jarajagatyamajita jananam sarvaishanastata tiraskaroti. So, Kim tena, what is the use of that durjivita durgrahena? That very useless of life lived durgrahena, which is held by the enemy. What is that? Jaragatenapi. And he jivyate yat. Jivyate yat, people become old and still with all the pains, pangs and sufferings, they want to continue in that old age. Jara jagatyam ajita jananam. In the jagat, he might have conquered so many other shatrus, etc. But nobody has conquered this jara. Jananam Jara Jagatyam Ajita. In the Jagat by people, Jara was never conquered. And ऊपर क्या कहा? किम तेन दुर्जीविता. What is that useless life lived? Durgrahena Jaragatenapi, which is held by the Jara Avastha and still Jivate yat. People are so funny. Just want to hold on. And the worst of the thing is what? Last line is the punch line. Sarva Ishanaha Tata Tiraskarot. Old age is such one will not allow us to fulfill the putreshana, vitreshana, lokeshana anymore. सारे ऐषणाओं को तिरस्कार करते मतलब none of the desires, trishnas are fulfilled. And for the fulfillment of desires only, we want to continue in the life even we are very, very old and senile. And what is the use of such life? And people continue, what a foolishness it is that they want to elongate their life. And we have to add you and I, though it's not written here, the positive aspects. It what? So Trishna, Yeshana, you can't fulfill, but you can start doing some or the other, what you say, the Bhagavan Nama Ityadi. The only saving thing at that age. So in this way, iti arshe Vaashishtha Mahaраमायणे Valmikiye Vairagya Prakaranam JARA JUGUPSA nama Dvavimshatitamaha SARGA. So we have seen Balyavastha Jugupsa, Yuvavastha Jugupsa, then Vruddhavastha Jugupsa. मध्यमावस्था वृद्धावस्था और युवावस्था के बीच में है, उसमें तो लोग गधे की तरह बिजी रहते हैं लोक सेवा में, पुत्र सेवा में। तो नो पे रिवर भजगोविंद में भी बालस्तावत क्रीड़ा, तरुणस्तावत तरुणी, वृद्धस्तावत चिंता बोलते हैं, और बीच वाला वो उसका जिक्र ही नहीं करते। मे बी दैट इज एडेड इन द तरुणावस्था, but the madhyamaवस्था between the age of 35 to 55, the 20 years are dedicated only for children. 30 to 55, that 25 साल that we had here or there doesn't matter, but these three, the Sharira avasthas. So be prepared to accept them and don't live life in such a manner that again and again Shariras are given in which these avasthas have to be gone through. Instead, seek the truth eternal, experiencing which yadgatva nani vartante tadhama paramam mama. Tatapadam tat parimariktavyam yasmin gata nani vartante bhuyaha. Like the river merging in ocean, never gets again conditioned back to be a river of name and form. Same way, by recognizing our own essential self, before which alone the avidya and vasanas are totally eliminated, therefore, Jivan Mukti ho gaya, so then this Shariradi will not be there. Even if by Lord's ordain we are sent, then Sharira will not have all these rogas. Or we have Sukshma Sharira or the Kanti Sharira, not the Jada Stula Sharira. Always जिंदगी में देखो what life we are living. Better than, higher than this, there is some life. Let us seek it. In that way, our ambition should be not getting comforted in this particular life, going through all the inevitable sufferings. And highest of all, that is what? Being one with that Supreme Brahman, Satchidananda Atma, which is very, very vague in listening and understanding for the initial spiritual entrance. But 20, 25 years, when you regularly, or at least 20 years, regularly when you listen to the Vedanta Shastra, definitely, because of so much of listening of the Upanishads, the presence of the substratum behind everything, which is beyond Rupa Namadi, we will be able to accept with all its glory, and then we may become seeker of it. Today Bhagavan said to the children in Gita 5th chapter 7th shloka, Natad bha 6th shloka, Natad bhasayate suryaha na shashanko na pavakaha yadgatva na nivartante tadhama paramam mama. That is my supreme abode, having reached where you don't come back to again the world of samsara. So that's not illuminated by Surya Chandra Nakshatra, means the Surya Chandra and Agni Ityadi can't illuminate it. Surya represents the Jnanendriyas, Chandra Antakarana, and the Agni Karmendriya. So Jnana Karma Antakaranas, Karmendriya Antakarana cannot reach because the Bhagavan is not Shabda Sparsa Prasagandha or emotion or a concept. He is beyond all that, is a substratum. Faith in the presence of that substratum, realizing it becomes moksha. All of these convictions will come for us when we for a long time we listen Vedanta. Then only the mumukshata, sadhana, jignasa, sadhana and paramatma prapti moksha. Other than that, in every life, in the ignorance of the self, taking ourselves as individual, identify the upadhi, giving reality to the world, getting lost in agadvesha, doing the papa punya to get the result of it of sukha dukkha, go to different worlds, different shariras. This tamasha will continue for eternity. Ananta samsara. Ananta samsara samudra tara naukayidabhyam guru bhakti dabhyam. So we offer this at the feet of Bhagavan Sri Rama on Sri Ramanavami day. Right, now let us do the Parayanam of chapter number 23, Sarga 23. It has some 45 shloka. With this, we can do 2-3 श्लोकास also और कल से करेंगे, पारायण करके छोड़ेंगे आपको. ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः, श्री वशिष्ठ महर्षये नमः, श्री विश्वामित्र महर्षये नमः, श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षये नमः, अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. अतः श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम प्रथम प्रकरणम वैराग्य प्रकरणम अथ त्रयोविंशः सर्गः कालापवाद सर्गः पारायणम् ओम श्रीराम उवाच विकल्पकल्पनानल्प जल्पितैरल्पवृद्धिभिः भेदैरुद्धुरतां नीतः संसारकुहरे भ्रमः सतां कथमिवास्थेह जायते जालपञ्जरे बाला एवाप्तुमिच्छन्ति फलं मुकुरबिम्बितम् इहापि विद्यते येषां पेलवा सुखभावना आकुस्तन्तुमिवाशेषं कालस्ताम् अभिकृन्तति न तदस्तीह यदथ अयं कालः सकलघस्मरः ग्रसते तज्जद् ग्रसते तज्जगज्जातम् प्रोत्थाब्धिमिव वाणवः समस्तसामान्य तथा तया भीमः कालो महेश्वरः दृश्यसत्तामिमां सर्वां कवलीकर्तुमुद्यतः महतामपि नो देवः प्रतिपालयति क्षणं कालः कवलितानन्त विश्वो विश्वात्मतां गतः युगवत् सरकल्पाख्यैः किञ्चित् युगवत्सरकल्पाख्यैः किञ्चित् प्रकटताङ्गतः रूपैरलक्ष्यरूपात्मा सर्वमाक्रम्य तिष्ठति ये रम्या ये शुभारम्भाः सुमेरुगुरवोऽपि ये कालेन विनिगीर्णास्ते गरुडेनेव पन्नगाः निर्दयः कठिनः क्रूरः कर्कशः कृपणः अधमः न तदस्ति यदद्यापि न कालो निगिरत्यवयम् कालः कवलनैकान्तम् अति नैकान्त मतिरत्ति गिरन्नपि अनन्तैरपि लौकौघैः नायं तृप्तो महाशनः हरत्ययं नाशयति करोत्यत्ति निहन्ति च कालः संसारनुत्तं हि नानारूपं यथा नटः भिनत्ति प्रविभागस्थ भूतबीजान्यनारतं जगत्यसत्तया बन्धात् दाडिमानि यथा शुकः शुभाशुभ विषाणाग्र विलून जनपल्लवः स्फूर्जति स्फीतजनता जीवराजीवनीगजः विरिञ्चि मूलब्रह्माण्ड बृहद्देवफलद्रुमं ब्रह्मकाननमा भोगी परमावृत्य तिष्ठति यामिनी भ्रमरापूर्णा रचयन् दिनमञ्जरीः वर्षकल्पकलावल्लीः न कदाचन खिद्यते भिद्यते नावभग्नोऽपि दग्धोऽपि न दह्यते दृश्यते नापि दृश्योऽपि धूर्तचूडामणिर्मुने एकेनैव निमेषेण किञ्चिदुत्थापयत्यलं किञ्चिद्विनाशयत्युच्चैः मनोराज्यवदाततः दुर्विलासविलासिन्या चेष्टया कष्टपुष्टया द्रव्यैकरूपकृद्रूपं जनमावर्तयन् स्थितः तृणं पांसुं महेन्द्रं च सुमेरुं पर्णमर्णवम् आत्मं भरितया सर्वम् आत्मसात् कर्तुमुद्यतः क्रौर्यमत्रैव पर्याप्तं लुब्धतात्रैव संस्थिता सर्वदौर्भाग्यमत्रैव चापलं वापि दुस्सहं प्रेरयन् लीलयार्केन्दु क्रीडतीव नभस्थले निक्षिप्तलीलायुगलः निजे बाल इवाङ्गणे सर्वभूतास्ति मालाभिः आपदावलिताकृतिः विलसत्येव कल्पान्ते कालः कलितकल्पनः अस्योङ्कामरवृत्तस्य कल्पान्तेऽङ्गविनिर्गतैः प्रस्फुरत्यम्बरे मेरुः भूर्जत्वगिव वायुभिः रुद्रो भूत्वा भवत्येष महेन्द्रोऽथ पितामहः शक्रो वैश्रवणश्चापि पुनरेव न किञ्चन तत्तेजस्रोत्थितोऽधस्तात् सर्गानमितभास्वरान् अन्यान् दद्धिवानक्तं वीचीरद्धिरिवात्मनि महाकल्पाभिधानेभ्यः वृक्षेभ्यः परिशातयन् देवासुरगणान् पक्वान् फलभारानिवस्थितः कालोऽयं भूतमशकं घुङ्गुमानां प्रपातिनां ब्रह्माण्डोदुम्बरौघानां बृहत्पादपतां गतः सत्तामात्रकुमुद्वत्या चिज्योत्स्ना परिफुल्लया वपुर्विनोदयत्येकं क्रियाप्रियतमान्वितः अनन्तापारपर्यन्त बद्धपीठं निजं वपुः महाशैलवदुत्तुङ्गं महाशैलवदुत्तुङ्गम् अवलम्ब्य व्यवस्थितः क्वचिच्छामत श्यामं क्वचित् कान्तियुतं ततं द्वयेनापि क्वचिद् रिक्तं स्वभावं भावयन् स्थितः संलीना संख्यसंसार सारया स्वात्मसत्तया उर्व्येव भारघनया निबद्धपदताङ्गदः न खिद्यते नाद्रियते नायाति न च गच्छति नास्तमेति न चोदेति महाकल्पशतैरपि केवलं जगदारम्भ लीलया घनहेलया पालयत्यात्मनात्मानम् अनहङ्कारमाधतं यामिनी पङ्ककलिता कलितां दिनकोकनदावलीम मेघभ्रमरिकामात्म सरस्यारोपयन् स्थितः गृहीत्वा कृपणः कृष्णां रजनीं जीर्णमार्जनीम् आलोककनकक्षोधान् आहरत्यमितो गिरिं सञ्चारयन् कियाङ्गुल्या कोणकेश्वर्कदीपिकां जगत्सद्मनिकार्पण्यात् क्व किमस्तीति वीक्षते प्रेक्ष्याहर्विनिमेषेण सूर्याक्ष्णापाकवन्त्यलं लोकपालफलान्यत्ति जगज्जीर्णवनादयं जगज्जीर्णकुटीकीर्णान् अर्पयत् सुग्रत्युग्रकोटरे क्रमेण गुणवल्लोकं लोकमणीन् मृत्युसमुद्रके समुद्गके गुणैरापौर्यते यैव लोकरत्नावली भृशं भूषार्थमिव तावङ्गे कृत्वा भूयो निकृन्दति दिनहंसानुसुतया निषेन्दीवर मालया तारकेसरयाजस्रं चपलो वलयत्यलं शैलार्न द्युध्वरा शृङ्ग जगदूर्नायुसौनिकः प्रत्यहं पिबते प्रेक्ष्य तारारक्तफणानपि तारुण्यनलिनी सोम आयुर्मातङ्गकेसरी न तदस्ति न यस्यायं तुच्छात्तुच्छस्य तस्करः कल्पकेलिविलासेन पिष्टपातितजन्तुना अभावो भावभासेन रमते स्वात्मनात्मनि कर्ता भोक्ता संहर्ता स्मर्ता सर्वपदङ्गदः सकलमप्यकलाकलितान्तरं सुभगदुर्भगरूपधरं वपुः प्रकटयन् सहसैव च गोपयन् विलसतीह हि कालबलनृषु इत्यार्षे श्री वासिष्ठ महारामायणे वाल्मीकिये वैराग्यप्रकरणे काल अपवादो नाम त्रयोविंशतितमः सर्गः। ओम श्री राम जय राम 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 जय राम। ओम श्री राम शरणं मम श्री राम शरणं मम श्री राम शरणं मम श्री वशिष्ठ शरणं मम श्री वशिष्ठ शरणं मम श्री वशिष्ठ शरणं मम श्री विश्वामित्र शरणं मम श्री विश्वामित्र शरणं मम श्री विश्वामित्र शरणं मम श्री वाल्मीकि शरणं मम श्री वाल्मीकि शरणं मम श्री वाल्मीकि शरणं मम श्री रामायण शरणं मम श्री रामायण शरणं मम श्री रामायण शरणं मम श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम श्री राम शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम। So friends, 23rd Sarga, Kala Apavada. Powerful, huh? We have seen the chanting now to a different level of description, explanation of Kala and its effect and powers we see. Bhagwan Rama has really, at that young age of 15-16 saal, how much contemplation he has done, got that matured knowledge. Super. Now here, Sri Rama Uvacha Trayovimsha Sargaha Pratama Shlokaha Vikalpa Kalpana Nalpa जल्पितैर अल्पबुद्धिभिः भेदैरुद्धरतां नीतः samsara kuhare brahmaha. People are in that samsara kohra with their own delusory variety of plannings in their mind and never want to come out of it. So this is the summary of all 3 plus 1 4 topics which have been covered in the last 4 sargas, 22, 21, 20, 19. 19 was Balyavastha Vigarhanam. 20 was Yavastha Jugupsa. 21 is 3 Jugupsa Varnanam. 22 was Nivruddhavastha. So, as a human being from childhood till the death, with the desires and kamanas of various types of different ages, in the Brahma, we only are wandering in the world, invoking only the bondage and sufferings. Then here he says, second slok mein, Satam katamiva astha jayate jala panjare. For a wise person of proper intelligence and thinking, how can he have the faith in this jala panjara, in the snare and in the cage? How somebody will have astha, faith in it? A good example is given. Bala eva attamichanti phalam mukurabimbitam. Is only children who want to eat the fruits which are reflected in the mirror or painted on a canvas or anything. बच्चे लोगों को वो फल खाने को मन होता है. The reflected in the mirror. So the whole world is nothing but a reflection in Paramatma without its own reality. And anyone who is seeking it, interest in it, they are like Bala only. न सांपरायः प्रतिभाति बालं प्रमाद्यन्तं वित्तमोहेन मूढम्. अयं लोको नास्ति परैति मानि पुनः पुनः वशमापद्यते मे. We see in Kathopanishad. So this chapter starts in this way, summarizing the 3 avasthas, saying that only the children are the ones who are interested. Then he takes up the Kala topic. Even while going through all that, there's some terrible power of the Lord called as Kala, which continuously shows its power in doing so many things. In Vairagya we say, Kala kridati gacchati ayu, tadapina munchati ashavayu, ma kuru dhana jana yauvana garbam, हरदनिमेषात् कालः सर्वम् और दिनयामिन्यौ सायं भ्रातः शिशिरवसन्तौ पुनरायातः कालः क्रीडति गच्छत्यायुः तदभिनमुञ्चत्याशावायुः. So Kala brings opportunities. Kala brings good or bad prarabdhas. Kala brings the karma phalas. Kala brings in our life the gurus, shastras and all, and takes away all of them. So we have to be alert to make best use of them. So all this topic 45 श्लोकास, so daily 8 लगाओ या 10 लगाओ तो 4 दिन तो लगेंगे हमको. We'll try to understand it. So the difficulty in this shastra, for me, not for you, you are a Siddha Purushas Mahajnanis. Like every other shastra, I'm studying it first time. Remember, Valmiki Ramayana teaching was first time. Then Adhyatma Ramayana along with you only we studied. This also I'm studying with you. All Upanishads with Bhashyam also first. You are that way the guinea pigs for me. What good experiment it was. I thought I enjoyed it. Really going through in last May 5th, अच्छा है May 8th लास्ट 21-22 4 साल में 6,500 क्लासेस जो हमने किया, लिटिल मोर देन दैट. That was a worth experimentation. All credit Bhagwan ka hai and those who came regularly. Now we'll conclude here. Om Purnamada Purnavidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shri MAATRE. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu Bol Shri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki Jai. Om. ॐ न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति. ॐ दाशरथाय विद्महे सीतावल्लभाय धीमहि तन्नो राम प्रचोदयात्. मंगलं गुरुदेवाय मुनिगुणात्मने सर्वलोकशरण्याय साधुनाम. ॐ नमो जय. बोल श्री योगवास महारामायण शास्त्र की जय। बोल श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि महर्षि की जय। बोल समस्त ऋषि देवता गण की जय। बोल समस्त श्रुति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। आज के आनंद की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर महादेव हर। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम। अम्मे अम्मे श्री आदिवरा शक्ति माता की जय। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवा उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक की जय। भारत माता की जय। सनातन धर्म की जय। वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय। आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय। Come back in 4-5 minutes to study Shivananda Lahari. We do the chanting of Bhai Prakata Kripala also. Yes, friends.